How's it going, everyone? This is Maximilian, and this is going to be a quick breakdown video covering the functionality and playability of the recently revamped Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 online mode. Let's first cover a few of the changes that'll be different from the first game online to Ultimate Online. The first thing you're going to notice when you boot up Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is that an option shows up that allows you to search for recently released downloadable content. But the only thing you're going to find right now are the original costume packs from the vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So let's go ahead and move to the online mode. And once you're here, this stuff is going to look pretty similar. You're given about 4 options, and it's between Ranked Match, Player Match, Lobby, and Leaderboards. Ranked Match is the usual stuff that you remember before. Player Match allows you to go directly against someone but in a non-ranked setting, and Lobby allows you to fill an entire room full of players that can all enjoy games. But let's cover some of the specific things that changed about each one of these modes. When you're in Ranked, you only get a couple of options this time to actually search for other games, and it's that if you want your region to be the same or any, or if you want the rank limit to be the same or any. But the better part about Ranked now is that before the game starts, it puts you into a sub-lobby with your opponent where you can see his connection, and you can view the status if they're the host or not. So if you see a really bad connection, you definitely don't want to play that game, and then you have the option to ready up after that. So if you see things aren't going to go very well, you do not have to play it in this one. The matchmaking and frequency of finding games also feels a lot smoother, and getting you into the next ranked game is a lot better than the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3. In vanilla, if you did not successfully find a game, it would actually knock you all the way back to the default online mode menu, and you'd have to wait for the whole thing to load up again and just pray it would actually find somebody instead of kicking you out. In this one, if it doesn't find somebody, it gives you the option to search again, or it gives you the option to create a game, so it's much easier, and a lot of the online components for Ranked are all revolving around getting you back into the match as soon as possible. But in the little bit of experience and the few people that are playing online right now, I've found that Quick Match has seemed to get me a lot more successful games than doing Custom Match or even Create a Match, so start off with Quick Match because it seems to be working the best at the moment. Private matches are also very similar to that of vanilla in that they mimic what Ranked does, but they allow you to get into a game with a person where Ranked doesn't matter and it doesn't count the points. So you can play up against somebody, only an individual person, and you have the option to retry or rematch at the end of the game. So this is very good for getting quick, easy games, but you still cannot invite somebody to this mode as it acts similar to Ranked Match. But if you're looking to play a game with friends or multiple friends, Lobby is definitely the way to go and has been critically improved over the first game. Now you can actually and properly spectate any game of anyone watching. If you happen to jump into a lobby while it's halfway in progress, you still cannot spectate, but if you press a button which gives you the option to spectate or not, you can do so now. They've also added some sound effects to a few of the win quotes if you end a match and you tell the other guy a good game with the on-screen display. But Lobby is a lot more functional now, and I had the chance to do a 4-player lobby with spectating, and the connection didn't seem to suffer too much, but it's kind of hard to say until you get a gigantic packed lobby, and then you can really get an example. But that leads me into my next topic of discussion, and perhaps the most important one for playing online fighting games, is the quality of connection between your opponents. So I've had the chance to go up against a variety of opponents, some that are on the East Coast, some that are on the West Coast next to me, some in Northern California, some in Texas, and I'm very happy to say that the online connectivity in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is now probably just as good as like Super Street Fighter 4 or Arcade Edition Online's netcode. It's not perfect by any means, but the quality of the connection is a lot better, and the game seems to handle lag very well. I don't see myself dropping combos too much unless it was just me buggering an input, but even if there's a little bit of delay when you're playing a game, someone like Coast to Coast for example, you'll notice that delay, but what you'll notice is that you're not going to be losing extremely hard inputs because of the delay, like the original vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's kind of hard to describe, but a lot of people that played Marvel 3 online would know what I mean, but pulling off your combos even from distance connections is now actually possible, and it feels really good. But it feels even better if you're matched up with local players. I had the chance to go to like 10 games with Hans, who runs I Play Winner and is up in Northern California, and it felt absolutely buttery smooth. Like, it was kind of surprising how great it felt. And I haven't had the chance to play anyone extremely local in California, but I would assume that it's really good as well. But the only thing to consider is that this is a pre-release breakdown of information. Things could change depending on how the servers occupy all this information and how the hosts pick about and how matchmaking works once the game gets in the hands of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, that try to jump online immediately when the game comes out. That's where we'll really begin to see and nitpick exactly how effective the netcode and how effective the new performing online is in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And if you'd like to jump in or enjoy watching some of these online escapades, I'll be starting up Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 The Online Warrior very soon, which will cover strategy, tactics, humor, online play, and several other elements about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned, plenty of matches are on the way. Take care, everyone.